just change as people may get more comfortable on these maps too?
Yeah, I think it will. Because I think some people are incorrect in the head. I also don't understand how everyone can always veto 3-player maps. Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? There has to be a race that is best on 3-player maps. But everyone vetoes it. You know, in like best of 3s and best of 5, you always get a game of what I like to call, it used to be Last Fantasy Chicken, now it's gonna be Mothership Chicken, where you don't want to veto Last Fantasy because you know the other guy also wants to veto it, but you also don't want to play on Last Fantasy. So you know, if you're the last one to veto, then you kind of have to do it.
It's funny though, because I feel like Mothership doesn't have all the usual 3-player map issues. It's just freaking big and macro-y, so now it's getting vetoed because people don't want to play like a 30-minute game where they can't kill the other guy.
Yeah.
So it's like, we've gone from one extreme of why the 3-player map's an issue to another.
I think it's really hard to make a good 3-player map. I actually think it might be easier to make a good 4-player map, but no one wants to play 4-player maps.
No.
So, you know.
I mean, everyone will play 4-player maps if you force cross-spawn, and then you force cross-spawn, you may as well make a 2-player map.
Yeah.
So,
although 4-player maps, they have like the kind of islands of bases, which is nice. You know, on a 4-player map, you can have like 4 bases on each, on each quarter of the map, and that allows you to play like weird styles of late games, like almost kind of like Brood War-esque, you know. So I think there is something to be said for 4-player maps, and then just forcing cross spawn anyway. Except the problem with that is that then very often the cross spawn rush distance is too long, so one race is gonna veto it anyway. See, there's no winning.
there's not.
It's really tough. What you should do is have a 4-player map that actually only has 2 spawns. So it's not a 4-player map, it's just a 2-player map.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, this problem is unfixable. What the hell is this this wall, by the way? This is such a piece of crap. Holy cow.
What, herO? I mean,
yeah.
herO's going to be significantly nerfed for the next month. You know, the only reason herO actually learned to wall is because he was forced to play the same maps for a longer amount of time than usual. So, herO for the next month is going to be just severely disadvantaged.
This is actually the biggest piece of crap wall I've seen in a long time. Holy cow. He has 2 holes in it, and both holes are susceptible to Ling Run by. So, for the people that don't know why I hate walling with like natural, what we call it, like natural environments, the way that he's done on the top here, right? If you have a wall between a pylon and like a natural wall, Lings can actually push through if you put an adept in the wall. They can't push through if there's a stalker in the wall, but with an adept they can push through. They can't push through if it's like a pylon, like there's a hole in between a pylon and a gateway. So he now needs to put a 3rd pylon in this wall already on the bottom side, which feels freaking awful. And then on top of that, this portion isn't even properly set up. So it just freaking blows all around.
I just love how much herO struggles with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't love it, but it's...
Like, you know, it would not surprise me if everything you just said, herO was completely unaware of.
No, he knows it all. He just doesn't care.
No. Surely there's some extent... Like, he can just not care, but surely if he doesn't care, he wouldn't know it as well. Surely.
No, I just don't think he cares.
But then why are you playing StarCraft if you don't like winning?
No, he likes winning. He just... You know how people have, like, priorities in life, you know? Where is it you just think to yourself, like, what is going to be the most impactful thing that I can do today? For a lot of people, that is scrolling Instagram reels. For herO, it is never like figuring out how to wall, because there's always something else he can improve on first. That he finds more interesting. You know, this is not his style.
He's just cares more about the other things.
Yeah, it's like go against the AI, figure out walls for 25 minutes. That sounds like a terrible time.
You know, that I understand that, because that's like me with build orders. Like, I could go in and actually learn the build in 5 minutes, or I could just stop playing the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So way more fun.
And you do neither, just go cast instead.
Yeah, I mean, sure, yeah. But like back in the day when I played, this was always my issue.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but most people have that, right? It's like, oh, why the hell? Like, you might have like an hour and a half to play StarCraft today. I'd rather go do something else. Yeah, herO might have 9.5 hours a day to play StarCraft, but he doesn't care. Like, he still has that, he still has the poor man's mentality, He's running out of time at all points. So he's just utilizing it to play as many games as he can. I have no clue what he's doing. Like, Robo... So he's going to pump Immortals, then charge, +1. He's going to have an absolutely fantastic time if he manages to survive past minute 7.
Minute 7's, I mean, it's only a minute away.
Yeah. Okay, maybe a little bit longer. I'm mainly afraid in this type of scenario of like Spire stuff, right? Because you are building a lot of Immortals. You're not necessarily having great scouting because he only has a single Oracle that can fly in. Doesn't have a lot of pressure either. So your opponent can go like 82 drones and then boom, start pumping Mutas big time. And that would suck. Pretty much like what we saw last game, except better. Instead, Reynor's going to go for Hydra Ling Bane. Or at least Hydra Ling.
Yeah. And herO is being greedy. Fleet Beacon, Second Stargate, Templar Archives, a Phoenix. Like, dude could not be building more stuff if he tried that wasn't units. And, like, Lings are just going to run across the map and kill his army because the Immortals were in the natural. And, I mean, the Immortals definitely would have helped you. But even still, like, I mean, I'm not sure these Lings should still be here fighting these Elves, but they're still going to win out, I guess. Just losing a lot more Lings in the end. Feels like Reynor doesn't care about them. I mean, Reynor just reset the ground army of herO, and does not bode well if Reynor then shows up with Ling Hydra a few moments from now, because you're going to really struggle to deal with that.
Yeah. The good thing for herO is that he's not really committed to trying to take a fort base. He's adding in some cannons, I think, because he realizes what's about to happen. A not so nice thing for herO is that he's going to be fighting against 14 Hydras, and he won't have Storm done. He won't have anything but 7 Zealots and 3 Immortals, pretty much. I mean, with a cannon, a good stasis ward, I think this might actually be holdable. Like, Storm's finishing up in 15 seconds. Like, Reynor doesn't even believe it anymore. He's getting 10 drones, second Evo Chamber, Infestation Pit.
No, he's just, he's teching on through to the next stage of this game, and he's going to threaten with these Hydras, but there's no real belief in it as we get rid of Voidra at least, so a little bonus kill right there. The Lings on the left side are just killing rocks, so they're not going to do anything, and yeah, Reynor just going to get the next stage up with the Infestation Pit finishing, get the Hive access, and we can really move into a bunch of things from there. But now herO gets to go into the Tempests, and that means that he's just going to be very well set to deal with the Lurkers, which is indeed going to be Reynor's next step of this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is actually a serious issue. I don't think Reynor has any clue how far herO is along when it comes to the tech. herO has gone for one of the most efficient types of teching. 0 Stalkers. Like, there's no fat to this army whatsoever, This is freaking Templar, Tempest, Immortal. He's now building 1 Archon. And he probably feels bad about it. So I was like, oh, that could have been a Mothership or 2 more Tempests. Like, this guy is speed running the perfect composition, let me tell you. And meanwhile, Reynor, I mean, he's going to get a Lurker then. He's going to get a 5th base. He's going to get a bunch of freaking creep tumors out on the map as well, which is all neat. But I'm still seeing some issues here.
It's a big map, isn't it?
It is very large.
I just kind of stopped and looked at like the 4 bases of Reynor going to 5. I'm like, there is still so much of the map to take.
Yeah, so much to explore.
Someone told me this was Cloud Kingdom, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I was thinking Eternal Empire.
Yeah, which is also Cloud Kingdom.
Yeah, but there would be a base a little bit further to the left of where herO's fort is right now. But yeah, the initial setup feels very much like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah, that's the same map maker. Just
oh really? Superhuman?
Yeah, Cloud Kingdom V4. I mean, if it works every couple of years, you just rearrange the map a little bit and
hell
boom.
Yeah.
Why not? Well, it works because they keep making ladder.
Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Night is in the natural. This doesn't work against herO, does it? I feel like herO's just too fast for that type of shenanigans.
He's on top of that one. Ling Hydra to the top, but I'm not sure he... I mean, maybe if the knights went up, this could do something, but without that, I don't think this Ling Hydra's going to do much until herO moves out.
Oh, Knight is in the main base now, though, and there's actually no zealots nearby. Not sure what herO is up to.
And the other knight, I believe, was just back at home defensively a bit. And now one pops up in the main base, and you can pull out lurkers. The last thing you want in the main base is lurkers, because they are a pain in the butt to deal with when you have to attack into them. Now we're going to try and move forward with the Ling Hydra. It doesn't really need to do much there, honestly. Just let these lurkers do their thing. If they get rid of the pylon and depower the fleet beacon, you're going to get rid of tectonic destabilizers for the Tempest. Or you can just still kill the fleet beacon as well. That works too. Going to try and get after the Stargate here. Chrono boosting it is herO, but he's going to lose that Stargate as well. And now the lurker's going to escape.
Did pull his entire army back. I thought that just with carrier Tempest it might have been good enough, but herO went all out. Put his entire army out of position. Reynor is at 199 supply against herO's 148. It's not a hugely large number. herO's only on 60 probes as well. What are your thoughts on that, Wardy?
It's not ideal, is it? And he lost 16, so he's in the process of rebuilding. He's still fine if this game goes on, which it will. But obviously this was a nice sequence of events from Reynor. He's keeping herO on 4 base, and the longer he does that for, the better for him as well. If herO struggles to get to 5th base, you know, if the extra tech comes up from Reynor, then that could be a continuous issue, so something to think on. Hero's going to get +3 attack upgrade finished at least, but again, you look at the reduction tab of Reynor, he's just doing a bit of everything because he's just so free to do whatever he wants. Like, his economy is great, game's going well for him, he's in a good position, and he's going to have all the possible tools he needs to kind of, you know, figure out how to win this game.
Yeah, what does worry me is that he hasn't tried expanding towards a 6th and a 7th yet. So you kind of want to spread out all over the map, you know, figure out where you're going to go next. He also seems to be completely content with just sitting at home and doing nothing, which always scares me. I'm not sure if I just have like bad feelings left over from the past 5 years of watching Zerg try to play a late game, and then unless they're StarCraft getting mercilessly slaughtered. But I've heard some positive stories out of other Zerg players as well over the last 3-4 weeks, where they say they actually feel comfortable now.
Comfortable in the late game?
Yeah. I'd say Broodlords are quite decent. Microbial's not that bad. Like, Ultras are quite decent as well. You know what's interesting too? Yeah, is that I've been keeping track of the MMRs of Zerg players, and I think on average they've gone up like freaking 300 MMR or so.
Really?
Yeah.
All 4 of them?
No, there's so many more. They're all coming out of the woodwork. No. These guys are the ultimate fair weather friends. Yeah. It's like all of a sudden they're all identifying as Zerg again, having a good old time. Coming back to StarCraft 2. Dude, I've been playing people on the ladder that I haven't seen in like 5 years. It's like just showing up again. More games in the past 3 weeks than over the past 5 years. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, for them. Sure it is.
Nice for them. Alright, well, you got the carriers still producing through, and obviously some corruptors are trying to threaten forward. We'll see if they're going to get taken out, but we get the yoink. Double yoink. That carrier will finally go down after 3 attempts from the corruptors. Otherwise, we just
I wonder what that...
sell.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go out.
I wonder what the actual late game plan is going to be for Reynor. Like, right now his army consists of Lurker, Hydra, Corruptor, Viper, 2 Infestors, 60 Lings. I feel like if you want to play proper late game, you probably want to get rid of your Hydras. And you probably want to have some type of Ultras out on the map as well. It always feels pretty decent to me. hero's now going to push into a Spore Lurker setup. There's only like 4 freaking Lurkers here though. The Sport are doing a good job as we get a couple of fat abducts as well. Hydras on the top side are going to try and take out this 5th base and doing a pretty decent job at it. With +3 attack, Hydras are quite okay generally. Lings are going to close in on the pylons here as well. We get a big boost in forward.
Yeah, this has been really nice. These Hydras doing very well for themselves. He said there was only 4 lurkers on the other side, but they actually did very well, those 4 lurkers. The Hydras won't get the base, but they got some Archons before they were done, and those Hydras very happy, I think, with what they achieved overall. Now, Reynor is down supply, but he's in rebuild territory, and he's just maybe figuring out exactly what he wants to rebuild. He has got the lava to build whatever he wants, so it's kind of decision time for him. Like, what do I actually want here to try and fight this off in the later stages?
Yeah. You probably should have figured it out before the game, though. Like, if you start thinking about what your late game army should look like as you start hitting the late game, that is not a great sign.
Yeah. Like, surely you should know what you want. But he's still figuring it out. He's going to stay at like 174 supply as well. So he's just going to leave that supply open to kind of be added to. The Corruptor's finding the Oracle. The Ling's going to run onto this base, but there's too many units there. The main army is there. I think if that main army of herO is in position on the 12 o'clock, you're kind of okay with it right now, because it means it's not pushing towards your bases. Do you think it's an issue that Reynol's only a 5-base Zerg, though? Because he's not moving.
I said
on
it 4 minutes ago. I'm surprised he doesn't take a 6th and a 7th. I'm even more surprised now. Every second that goes by without a 6th, like, my eyes start popping further and further out of my sockets. Like, I just don't quite get it. Like, gases in the main are starting to run out. Natural third, there's like 500 gas left there as well. He really needs to start getting some new gas. And just some more minerals as well, obviously, from outside bases. I was going to try to take the bottom right side. I think the problem that we're kind of walking towards right now as the Zerg player is it's going to be hard to out-expand your opponent. Because we see him take the bottom right. I can't imagine him taking anything on the top left. So then what are we doing here, you know? Tempest count is decent, by the way, at 10. Very neat. Doesn't have tectonic destabilizer.
Yeah, you can never rebuild it after losing the fleet beacon earlier, so it was so close to finishing, but it never did. The Corruptors getting through. A couple of abducts to get rid of some of the Tempest at least, so the problem is it's still costing you a lot of your static defense for those units to be there. The Ultra is going to take a journey to the top of the map, and they will get themselves some damage. They're going to start running away, but with Stalkers in chase, I don't know how well that's going to go. As the Viper's there, I don't even think they had the energy to really do anything, and now these Tempests are really showing their worth. Broodlord going down, the Tempest, the Lurkers and the Spores right there are going down, and the Tempests just continue to dominate the skies. And we're going to try and get some more Corruptors up. We are going to drop some Fungals as well, trying to build more Ultras, but with the Immortal count being decent, not sure how much the Ultras are really going to be able to achieve, honestly, as herO is pushing forward, and Reynor just does not seem as though he's got a way to deal with this army at all.
Nope. He does not seem to have a way to deal with his army whatsoever. I mean, 11 Ultras now on the way. We have 6 more Corruptors coming out as well. It's going to be tough to even gather that army together properly here to figure out what's happening. There is Neural Parasite, so if you get a Neural on like 2-3 Archons here, which is absolutely like a viable plan, and then the Ultras come in and you have like maybe 30-40 Lynx as well in the mix, like this could be a very effective fight. The problem is that the army is so weirdly spread out. The Fungal boys are actually just being used for fungling. Now we're gonna get those 2 Neurals on the Archons. Look at this fight, even without the Lynx in here, this is actually a pretty decent trade. This is actually a very good trade, I would even say, for Reynor.
Yeah, he actually takes a great fight. The Ultras stomp on the ground. The Corruptors are going to have nothing to stop them because Tempest don't do good against Corruptors. So everything in the skies of herO goes down. He's sub 100 supply, and the engagement is beautiful. And all of a sudden, Reynor, I mean, both banks are drained, but Reynor has quadruple army supply almost over what herO is working with, and yeah, he's sitting good in that regard, but then you realize that a lot of it's Corruptors, and so the best they can do at this point is Caustic Spray. And herO has got actually a bit of bank, so he can add some more gateway units, if nothing else, to help him out. He's also maybe thinking right now, what do I actually want to stop and build right here?
Immortals is what he wants to build. Stop him. That's what he wants to stop and build. Like, just Immortals is the only thing that should be on his mind right now. Like, I cannot imagine a different army composition or a different type of unit that you want more than the Immortal. Reynor most likely doesn't want to add in any Broodlords because he's going to be too spread out towards the far right. There is a decent Stalker count out already as well. Ling Run By comes in, it's not going to be capable of doing anything on the top side. It's a big Stalker move out towards the bottom. This is fairly risky. If you get Fungal, you could be in some trouble. So Reynor's gonna try, does miss the first Fungal, and the rest of the Infestors not in position to catch up. Ling count is decent as well, might be capable of catching this force.
Yeah, I love those.
A couple of Ultras in the back are very low, by the way. He needs to be really careful with that because target fire is quite simple with Stalkers.
I was going to say, I love those Lings lingering back, waiting to try and get the catch when the Stalkers blinked. The Stalkers held off as long as they could. The Lings finally came in, and then they still fell back once again. Just a trap waiting to happen. It was actually a very cool play As we are going to see the High Templar going to try and step forward and see if they can do something, but these Stalkers are getting stuck. We do drop a Storm down. I mean, Storms are going to take a long time to get rid of Ultras is going to be the issue, and if these Ultras get toward those High Templar, that would be disastrous. But now Reynor decides to turn away and maybe just bring these Ultras back up and transfuse back into place. Actually going to go blinking after, and we get a bit more value from these Stalkers.
Such a disgusting blink on it. He's super risky, but he's not going to pay the price for another blink in forward. herO unleashed right now. Corruptor count is very high at 14. So if you're wondering why Reynor isn't just winning the game, it's because a lot of his supply is actually in those Corruptors. He is also outmining his opponent currently because the top left side base did get taken out, I think, by a Ling run by. Lings with 3-2 upgrades and Adrenal Glands are absolutely cooked against buildings. Cracked, not cooked. Cooking, potentially. Another big blink in forward. Oh my god.
Infestors taking some damage, and those Stalkers going to get that cooldown back in a second. As Reynor is unsure about chasing into these units that can kind of kite back against him, so he's going to give up this bottom right base, or, I mean, if he is, he's going to lose a lot of workers there, so he's thinking about it. He does a lot of damage on the counterattack once more. It's 20 probes going down, as we are going to see this hatchery super low. We're going to commit in now a Neuro Parasite on one of the Immortals, as at the very least we're going to have to make sure we finish off this base, but it's going to cost herO every single unit, so nothing's going to get away from this. That's expensive, and herO says GG. Kills the base, loses the game.
Huh. A sick game by Reynor. Probably just kind of stopped microing accurately, to be honest.
Yeah. Crazy situations. Alright, bottom right side. Our blue Protoss here. That's going to be herO taking on Reynor, who leads the series 1-0. Going to Winter Madness for game number 2.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I freaking hate maps, by the way, that have constant weather on. Like, I don't like maps that have constant snow, constant rain, constant sunshine, and, like, you know, like the sun glare on the screen. I freaking hate that too.
I feel like it is reduced on the ladder version, but this is the TLMC version.
Yeah. The ladder version, I don't think it has it that much.
No, it does have some, though, because I was surprised it had any, because usually they completely remove it because it creates performance issues.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I do perform a lot worse on those maps. Or is that not what you mean?
Not for players, no, just for, like, you know, the people who are playing StarCraft 2 with the PC that was actually from the 90s or something.
Yeah.
The weather was a big performance hit. Yeah, I guess maybe that is why as well. Maybe that's why they've been doing it all these years for you.
Removing the weather, I love it. All right, I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back, Wardy. You keep the people entertained.
I can.
How about you give them a fun anecdote from something that's happened in the past 4 months? The people would love to hear some anecdotes. Actually, the other day I got an email specifically asking for some anecdotes from Wardy.
An anecdote from the last 4 months? I don't even know where you begin. What even is an anecdote specifically? Like, surely
it's a fun little story, something that happened to you, like maybe an interaction you had with another big public figure, or just someone in private, and then you share it on the stream. But before you share it, you should say, "I'm not sure if I can share this," and then you share it anyway.
Well, just
so it feels more exclusive.
Yeah, get the juicy factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know if I've got many anecdotes. I've just been casting StarCraft.
Yeah, I'm getting water, so get going with the anecdote, please.
Right. I may just talk about the game. You know what? And I just feel awkward as well. Freaking Hearthstone. Man has a way to make normal scenarios weird. Anecdotes. Like I do anything. Like, you know, Hearthstone's like the king of anecdotes. Like, he just brings up like these random moments that happen in life that's kind of funny when you look back on it. And specifically because when he tells it, he can tell it in an amusing way. If I try to tell you guys half the things that happen in my life, you'd be like, okay, Wardy, this is a StarCraft stream, not a self-help place, you know? Like this isn't therapy. And I'm like, ah! Yeah. I mean, the most exciting thing that happened to me in the last 4 months is apparently the timeline we're working with here is that I got married. And it was lovely. Austin was there. He gave a great speech. The best man speech. Nailed it. And, yeah. But apparently this is the situation my best man puts me into, where he just leaves me on stream with a task. Specifically. And puts me under pressure, you know?
How was the anecdote?
It was great.
Yeah? The people loved it?
I don't know. They've not responded yet. I think it was terrible.
Okay, that's fine. I also have an anecdote.
Yeah.
I went to Canada last week, and there, so we often go to this bar where you could play on like a golf sim, I think it's called. You know, so it's like a virtual game of golf, pretty much. And we spent like a lot of time there. And then the final night, I left this bar, and I met a guy outside. Like I was waiting for. Ooh, it's an interesting fight. Lol, that dies. Anyway. There was a guy standing outside smoking. It was pretty cold. It was like the first snow in Canada. This is another thing, by the way. When there's the first snow in Canada, this is like a pretty big deal for them for some reason. And it's like Christmas comes around. Like every single restaurant you go into and every place you visit, people are like, oh, it's gonna get cold tomorrow, huh? Good luck in the snow. And everyone just keeps freaking telling you. And then when it happened, I mean, it was decent because there was snow, but it gets cold pretty fast as well. So it's not the greatest thing. Anyway, this is not the story. The real story was that I meet this guy outside, and for North Americans, this is going to be the most milquetoast story in the world. But for Europeans, this is like absolutely crazy. That a stranger that was smoking outside, like he saw me walk out and he just started talking to me. I was like, hey, are you waiting for your friends? And if this happens in Europe, you're probably about to get stabbed by someone. So I was like, yeah, I'm waiting for my friends. They're coming out in 2 seconds. Please don't stab me, you know? And the guy was like, do you like it in Canada? I'm like, yeah, it's a nice place. Like, it's snowy, huh? I said, yeah, it's snowy. He's like, yeah, it's the first snow of the winter. I'm like, freaking great, man. I didn't know yet because no one else told me. And then he's like, yeah, I own a bar down the street. And I was thinking to myself, who owns a bar down the street and then goes to a different bar to drink? That seems kind of deranged, no? If you have free beer in your own bar, why would you then go to a different bar? And then the best part is he started flaming the bar that we were at for having bad beer, and then we should come to his bar to drink better beer. So maybe there was just this entire place to stand outside of other bars, like taking away the competition. But I just thought it was a wild interaction that someone spoke to you in public, and then he invited me to come to his bar with him. But I told him no. I said maybe next time I'm in Ottawa.
I'm sure it's gonna happen often. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Well, there you go. You know, this is exactly what I was explaining while you were gone. I was like, you have everyday life occurrences and you make them sound sort of funny and fun to listen to. Whereas if I have an everyday life occurrence and I start talking about it, people will just be like, you know, seek help or something. You know, like this isn't a therapy room. So,
yeah, but this is a crazy thing to happen, no? Like I've never had that happen before in my life. Like this random guy just starts talking to you, invites you to a bar. Yeah, it's crazy. One time I was on a plane with a guy. I was on my way to Dubai. I just got talking with the guy next to me, and he owned an ink. Did I ever tell you this story or no? He owned an ink business or printing business or something like this. And he was really impressed that I was from the Netherlands. Like, not like, oh, cool. But he was like, man, you're from the Netherlands? That is so crazy. I cannot believe you're actually from there. Like, it was, like, I was basically telling him that I was a leprechaun or something. That's how he acted, you know? Like, he just couldn't believe that we were real. And he just kept telling me how cool it was and that he couldn't wait to go to the Netherlands at some point in his life. And then we exchanged numbers. So if he would ever go to the Netherlands, that we could meet up. And, you know, this type of stuff happens every now and again. You meet someone, they're like, oh, you know, they want to meet up. But you never do it because we only met once. I know nothing about the guy. And then at some point, like 4 years down the line, this guy texts me and he's like, hey, I'm going to the Netherlands tomorrow. Can I meet you? I'm like, no, like I'm in America. Like I cannot meet you. You know, I won't be there. And he was super sad about it. And then he messaged me again once he landed in the Netherlands. I was like, hey, bro, you want to hang out? I'm in your city right now. And he was in Rotterdam. I'm like, no, like I'm still in America. Like I cannot come and meet you. And 2 or 3 days after he left, like I texted him, I'm like, hey, I'm in the Netherlands now. You want to meet up? And he goes like, no, I already left. I'm really disappointed you didn't want to meet up with me. I told you we would meet at some point. I just felt like you left me hanging. That's crazy, no?
That sounds like a psycho, I'm not gonna lie.
The guy was super nice, honestly. I think he just wanted to be friendly with me.
That is great.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, herO shows up and does not really want to be friendly with Reynor as he drops a couple storms right up in his face, attacking into this low ground base, and I think Reynor's just going to give up on that position. Reynor doesn't really have a bulk of stuff that can deal easily with a lot of this. Like, the storms are scary. He actually gets a bit of a jump on the High Templar there, so he does target down a couple. Still some storms remaining. If we can get through those Zards, the Immortals would be kind of a little bit weak, so... I mean, that's the last storm. Do we have enough Hydras, do you think, to kind of take a fight still?
I mean, he needs to try. It's going to be tough. I think the problem here is that your army isn't really moving in the right direction as Reynor, so you're forced into attacking. Like, going back and building veins is super risky, because if herO pushes through at that point, you're probably cooked. Like, luckily for Reynor, herO's actually going back. That is actually, yeah, that's really nice for Reynor. It's still going to be a very tough fight, because he doesn't have a lot of stuff, but it might be possible now.
Opens the door, maybe. It's herO
Yeah,
though.
a very tiny, maybe.
Yeah, like it's like a crack open, but I mean, we got 15 Banes on the way, so you're just hoping for a very good fight. Actually, looks like the Banes are going to mostly look for a counterattack. It means you're even more committed over here. A couple of Banes walk into the Archon that did not need to kind of be walked into, so that's unfortunate. Now, Zealot's hit the top side. Reynor's numbers are clearly struggling. He's going to get damage with these Banelings, but he's going to take a lot of damage himself in the process, and that's going to be the issue, because he does not have what he needs to hold on. And that's going to be GG as herO takes this game. It was a fun one. Full of stories about crazy. Win the 1v1.
No, I just won the 2v2.
I thought you did well in the free-for-all as well.
No, I got owned in a free-for-all. I got backstabbed by Zaun. I had a partnership with Zaun. And then at some point, I flew him with an order core and killed 10 of his workers, because I also had a partnership with Lambo. And then he never forgave me, but he didn't tell me that he didn't forgive me. So I was just not minding my own business, and all of a sudden he kills my entire army, which was very unfortunate for me.
Yeah, that would do it.
That would do it.
Did you learn the lesson?
Yeah. Don't trust Zaun.
Don't trust Zaun.
Yeah. Prick.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Lesson learned indeed.
10,000 feet for map number 3. Sudden map. Are we going to get a Zerg in the finals? Do you know, while you were gone in Canada, a Zerg finally won a Monday Cup?
Solar?
Yeah.
Solar won 3 cups last week, I saw.
Yeah, Solar's been good. What else did you win?
Sparkling tuna?
Sparkling tuna and Picasso, maybe?
You want me to check real fast?
I mean, if you want.
No, but yeah, I would want to. Reynor, Solar lead charge. So he won the WardiTV Mondays 59. He won the Picasso Cup 57.
Yeah.
Then Reynor won the Kung Fu Cup monthly number 3. And then Sparking Tuna Cup 113 was also won by Solar. Trio against Classic in the finals.
Well, Sparkling Tuna had some players this week. That's crazy.
Yeah. How much is it for?
I think Sparkling Tuna's got a bit more money on it. But I don't know off the top of my head.
I think the Zergs just enjoy playing again.
Oh, the
That's the real
Tuna
thing.
Cup has loads of money.
Really?
Oh, this is the monthly finals. Hang on.
$75?
I think
First
it's $75 first, yeah, but they have a monthly final. And you know, anytime you have a monthly final, you get people interested.
That's true. You should do monthly finals too.
With what money?
No, you lower the overall money from the regular cups.
That sounds horrendous.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but...
This is the guy that's won $50 once in 60 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't like it, I don't think there's a bunch of other people that definitely aren't going to like it either.
Yeah, true, actually. You raise a good point.
I do miss when we used to have like monthly finals, like because they used to be like go for SC2 monthly finals and stuff. It was always a good feel. It's just, I mean, it's already expensive to run Monday Cups.
Yeah.
It ain't cheap.
Ain't cheap.
So there's also
Nothing's
the
cheap in this world.
2025 championship next month as well. So.
Ooh, the OSC?
Oh, WardiTV.
Oh.
Yeah, OSC
The
championship
OSC
is
thing...
in January.
I'm already playing it, no?
Already playing it?
What am I playing?
Mid-season
I'm
playoffs.
playing like OSC matches like every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, playing mid-season playoffs. Well, you're not anymore because I watched you lose, but...
Who did I lose to?
Spirit.
What? Oh, that was a good series too. What the hell?
Yeah, well, it was a great first half of the series for you.
Yeah. This often happens to me against Spirit, that I win 2 games and then lose 3 in a row. It's happened twice before.
Yeah. No, yeah, OSC Championship will be in January. but the WardiTV Championship is next month.
I can't believe herO keeps baiting Zerg players running into his main base. Like, there's nothing interesting to scout. At like 4 minutes. This is like minus 10 links for no reason. And now the 2 adepts move across as well. It's going to get like 3 workouts. This is such a great start for herO. What the hell?
Yeah, this early game from Reynor has been a bit messy today. A little bit less than the ZvP, though.
Bad. Bad early game, Wardy. This is awful.
I mean, I was being nicer about it, but sure. It was terrible. I never want to see it again.
Awful. Yeah.
I hope it never shows its face once more.
Hard agree. Okay, we have a couple more links going across the map. This is awkward because he already lost so many links. Now he's building even more. Like, this is really not what you want to be happening. Ooh. hero's actually getting quite a few kills with these 2 oracles just on the links. This is such an awkward situation. You know what the Koreans were telling me?
What?
Is that right now they get 150 ping to Europe with their new VPN.
Yeah, well, that's why they're all playing on Europe, no? Like, all the time.
Yeah, 150 ping. Dude, that's practically what I get to Central.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's why we like every time I log into Europe now, it's just all the Koreans are online, like laddering.
They're freaking loving it, man.
But it's
the
just
European
like one
server goes online when normal people sleep, but when they want a ladder. Because usually the Korean ladder is just active till like 4 a.m. But this is perfect for them, you know?
That's really crazy.
Fine.
150 to Europe from Korea's. It's amazing you can do that just with a VPN as well.
Yeah, I don't understand how the technology works.
Me neither.
Solar told me it doesn't work the other way around, which to me sounds like he just doesn't want Europeans on his server. But I mean, he's the expert for now, but I don't know.
I don't know, everyone's been playing in Europe lately, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the Blizzard servers are so messed up, the routing is just so bad that if you just have a VPN, it's just like, bam, it works.
Yeah. Could be the case.
Meanwhile, half the time we get disconnected from Korea just for logging in.
Yeah, also true. Ooh, Reynor's gonna go Lurker here. Hydraling Infestor, or Hydraling Infestation Pit. Does need to make sure that he doesn't die now, though. That's kind of a key move. Stasis wards being placed in the middle of the fight. That was close.
Kills it.
But
Mixed with Lings from the other side, Oracles will activate. That's a problem with this kind of defense, this Reynor. It's like, you're trying to get the jump with the Lings onto the Stalkers, but the Oracles are just going to be good, and if you step too far out chasing those Stalkers, then the Oracles just have free reign on the Lings, and you don't really want to let the Oracles get so much free damage done. And so herO just gets to keep on poking and keeping presence on this map. Now a Stasis Ward does come up, so we are going to have that you can kind of fall back into, which is a major helping hand as well.
herO is just 7-gating, by the way. No forge, nothing. So this is fairly all in. I don't think Reynor has any clue what the hell is going on right now. I think he's slowly but surely like figuring it out a little bit. Like, he's not adding in a lurker then at the moment, but he could just give up this fourth base without any major issues because he has a base going towards the top right. And then herO would need to push into like very awkward territory in between bases. I think it's actually the correct call here to just give up this base, pull back, start mining from the top right, get as many Lings and Hydras as you can. Like, how the hell is herO going to continue pushing in? He cannot, because he'll need to then leave his gateway and his battery setup alone, which is going to be frustrating as well. It's just an awkward situation. I think Reynor doesn't need to fight here. Like, what is he defending? Nothing.
Yeah.
He just needs to run away.
Yeah, let him walk on the creep. Like, you know, the moment he walks up into that ramp, you've got a bigger space, you've got creep spread, you got all your units in a concave. Like, it only gets better for you. There's batteries here that are healing up the Stalkers. Yeah. We just need as much Ling Hydra as we can get, and Reynor. Again, I like this a bit more, just getting into the concave, then maybe turn into fighting a little bit, but even still, like, he's got so many units on the way that would help.
I actually hate it. Like, there is no, like, herO needs to do something because there's massive pressure on him. So herO needs to attack either into the third or the natural. And if herO attacks into the natural, it means that he's going to be stuck there with his Stalker. So your Link surrounds are going to be much better. Like, he can't just blink towards the bottom side as easily then. So every time you're chasing, it's actually a really bad situation. And it feels nice to hold ramps, but I think in this case, it would feel even nicer if you're not trying to hold anything. Now spines are coming out, so I understand why you want to have this area, but I'm not even sure if spines are going to be that great. Get a big blink in forward, charge bot showing up as well, and even without +1, I do believe that herO has enough stuff to win this game. And by winning this game, Wardy, he qualifies himself to one of the most prestigious grand finals that he's had so far this year. The WardiTV Mondays Cup 61.